So we gotta go.
In motion.
Whoever the arresting officer is, Justin, stand next to me. The rest
Alright
of the
guys, let's get this party started.
Oh my god. What are these death traps right here? I'm just a junior police officer. I don't know what to do up here. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But on the other side of these a lot as well, so. Right.
Oh,
Hey.
versus I didn't even hear what you said. You mumbled.
Is she coming over as well, or what? Yeah, just that. I'm not on the couch, right?
Shields, are you ready?
Because that's my couch, right?
All right, that's good.
You could sleep on his floor or something.
Yeah, on the floor.
Whatever you gotta do.
Sounds good.
Where's Mr. Judge? Oh, there he is.
I'm over here. I'm ready, but Leonard is the guy doing it.
But I still need you.
Okay.
You're gonna act as police officer.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Flake Kerman presiding. You want me to do the music?
I got it.
Right.
Hold on.
In the
Back
criminal
up. Let's
justice
try
system,
again.
the people are represented by two
Oh
separate
my
and fully
God.
important groups. The police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Welcome everyone.
Oh my
Please
God.
sit. Thank you for coming today. This will be a Zeus versus the state of Lakeside. The prosecution have an opening statement.
We do, Your Honor. The prosecution is here today to present the charges of business theft and felony evasion against the suspect, Mr. Zeus Orion. The prosecution intends to prove that the defendant was in fact at the store at the time of the robbery, that he had his weapon out, and that he engaged in the robbery while assisting the other men there. That he also fled the scene of the crime, was pursued by police, and was accurately identified as one of the robbers. We expect verdict of guilty.
Jeez, Mr. Queen's a hard ass, isn't he?
Right.
Oh, am I not whispering?
The accused have any opening arguments?
No, we're good, Your Honor. Just like
You have like no opening arguments whatsoever.
Can we go on a louder?
Hey, could he
vocal?
speak up a little bit?
Come on, man.
We've got, okay, I'm here today with my client to prove that the defendant, Zeus Orion, is innocent of all charges against him. That there is not sufficient evidence to charge my client with these crimes you have accused him of, and we expect a verdict of not guilty, Your Honor. That's all.
Okay, does the prosecution have any witnesses to bring to the stand?
Yes, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Josh Shields to the stand.
Okay.
Alright, let's
Mr. Shields, would you please come
just
up
trying
to
to make
the...
my way out of here.
You look like you're walking in place, sir.
Yeah, just maybe
okay?
nope. One moment.
You okay, Mr. Shields? It looks like doing the running man now.
Someone please.
There we go.
Sir, can we ask if that officer
Conan
can get
can go.
drug tested? He seems a little
Turn
intoxicated.
to the witness stand, Ms. Dazzle.
All right, Mr. Shields, would you turn towards me, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Mr. Shields?
I do. So help me God.
Thank you. Continue.
Okay, thank you for appearing in court, Mr. Shields. Can you please explain to us today what you were doing when you arrived at the store?
Absolutely. We had a panic button pressed by the owner of the Morrison service station. Myself and Justin McCoy were in my undercover vehicle, a Lamborghini Veneno. We arrived on scene to see, I don't know, 6 to 8 individuals with guns out, pointing them at the store owner. So I immediately proceed to act like I'm filling up my vehicle with gas as I'm in an undercover civilian vehicle, kind of blended in. As I'm filling up with gas, the defendant over there, who I can't identify, had a gun out and told me, "You better get out of here if you know what's good for you." At that time, I, not wanting to cause any kind of confrontation, took note of the situation.
We don't need that much of a narrative. I'll ask some questions from here.
Sorry.
How many individuals did you see in the store, approximately?
6 to 8.
What were they wearing?
Various kinds of masks, and every single one of them had a suit.
Were the masks similar in any way?
Each one seemed to have a different mask. A few of them looked to be, payday masks.
Was there anyone in there who didn't have a mask?
There was one person in there who was bound. He was the only one without a mask. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened with him.
I see. What were the individuals in there doing?
They all had guns out, and from the look of distress in the store owner's eyes, I'm convinced they were robbing the store.
Were any of them aiming their guns at the store clerk?
When I was there, all guns were lowered.
There you go, right there, listen to that,
but
right there.
The store clerk, like
Never
I said,
collected any money either. Never collected money.
Are you able to identify anyone in the courtroom who you had saw in the store today?
Honestly, just by masks, I can identify 2 people that I may have seen in the store today. Would you like me to point them out?
Yes, please.
All right. The first one would be the man in the mummy mask over there.
Yes.
And the second one would be the man in the Dallas payday mask right over there.
Okay. Do you remember what the man in the Dallas payday, as you put it, mask was doing?
He approached me. He had a weapon out, right around the store clerk. He seemed to be leading things because he was the one that approached me and started talking to me and told me to get out if I knew what was good for me.
Did you see what type of weapon it was?
I believe it was a GSH-18, but it may have been a Beretta. Either of those two.
Alright, I won't consider that.
Okay. I can't say for sure what kind of weapon it was.
He's not very sure of himself. He seems nervous and a little coached.
He told me,
just answer the question, please.
Yes.
Do you remember what he told you?
He told me I better leave if I know what's good for me.
Did you feel threatened at that point?
Absolutely, yes. I still do. It shakens me to the core.
What did you do after he told you that?
I immediately left because I feared for my life.
Anything particular happen after that? Any points of interest?
Other than, after the whole chase with the alleged suspect, I returned, collected evidence. The evidence that I procured there being the eyewitness testimony of the shop owner, who confirmed the information about the suspect they were wearing, etc.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Shields. I'm done with the witness, Your Honor.
The defense like to cross-examine?
Yes.
What was that?
I said yes, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Shields, you are, can I ask you what department you are in? The
I'm a criminal investigation division sergeant.
Okay. So, when you arrived at the scene, you said the defendants did not have their guns raised, correct?
They were not raised, but they were in their hands.
Okay. Now, you also claimed that your evidence was an eyewitness testimony, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, and did the court also not hear the witness claim that the general store clerk was clearly traumatized by the event? You did say that, didn't you?
I did not say he was traumatized. I said he was scared at the time.
I thought I heard traumatized, to be honest.
Pretty sure
I did too, Your Honor.
Can you
distressed.
distressed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Distressed.
Please.
Yes.
Could you please
Okay.
clarify that again, Mr. Shields?
Yes. The store owner had a look of distress in their eyes, I believe I said.
If only we had a stenographer.
I mean, if you want a stenographer,
Okay, so as to your witness testimony, how many members did you say were in the gun store with the
6 to 8.
Okay, so with how many firearms did each of them have a firearm out at the time?
Yes.
Okay, so with about 8 firearms, you know, aimed at the general store clerk's face, I mean, I highly doubt it would be viable to go for a eyewitness testimony due to the fact he was under large distress after having multiple firearms aimed at him, and his life was currently obviously threatened. So I wouldn't take into account that the eyewitness testimony would be sufficient at
Objection,
this
Your
time.
Honor. The defense is testifying. He's making a statement rather than asking a question.
Could you further extrapolate on that?
The defense attorney is making a statement. He's making a conclusion based on evidence rather than simply asking a question.
Sustained. Mr. Quintes, could you please ask a more direct question?
Yes. So, at the scene, were there, how many cars were there? I'm just curious.
I'd say at least 6 smart cars.
Okay, and were
Of
any of
various
the
colors.
vehicles of the same color?
Possibly. Most of them were different colors, though.
Possibly, okay. And do you remember any of the exact colors at all? If not,
Yeah, red, green, yellow, black.
Okay.
Basically all of the
Okay,
colors.
Thank you. Do you what color vehicle was the defendant driving at the time he was fleeing from the scene?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not the one who apprehended the fleeing suspect.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
The
The
prosecution
prosecution,
would not
like-
like you
okay.
examine.
Will there be any more witnesses for the prosecution?
Yes. The prosecution would like to call to the stand Officer Cat Dazzler.
Trevor.
Dazzler, could you please
Let her
approach
go.
the stand?
Yes. Maybe.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Continue.
Okay, thank you for appearing in court today, Miss Dazzler. Can you please explain to us what you were doing when you arrived at the store?
So I arrived at the store a bit later.
This
than,
lawyer does not
Shields
suck.
and
Stop saying that,
McCoy.
Chatham. What's wrong with you?
By the time that I arrived, Shields was about to leave because they had told him that he would leave if he knew what was good for him. And I had tried to take over negotiation so that we could, at the time there was a guy tied up, but we're not quite sure what happened to him. So after they finished what we think was robbing the store, they said that it was time to go and they ran off. They did all have guns out. Well,
Just
as,
one bit of evidence at a time, please, Miss Dazzler. So you arrived at the store, right? And you saw some individuals in there?
Yes, 6 to 8 of them.
What were they doing?
It looked to me like they were robbing the store clerk, and like Josh said, he did look a bit distressed.
Did you see any of them aiming their guns at the clerk?
No, they all had them lowered.
Okay.
Lowered, because we weren't trying to threaten him.
Can you identify anyone in the courtroom that was in that store?
Yes, I can identify 2 of them.
Can you please point to that man?
So, the man in that mummy mask over there, as well as the man in the white suit. Were there
Once again, let the court recognize the defendant as the person that the officer saw.
Okay.
Did you see what he was doing?
He was at the door of the store. He was the one who I was trying to negotiate with. And we didn't get to negotiations, unfortunately, and they just ended up fleeing the scene in their smart cars.
Can you call witnesses?
What time? You said he was the one you were speaking to?
Call
Yes.
the officer in the plaid shirt to the stand. I bought
Do you remember
Slim
what you
Sorry,
said?
I'm sorry.
Which one?
Leonard, could you guys repeat the last 30 seconds, please? I'm sorry.
I asked the witness if this was the man
The
she was speaking
one
to.
next to Leonard.
She had said that she was speaking to him, the defendant, negotiating. Did you say it was a hostage?
Let's get out of here.
We thought it was, but there ended up not being a hostage at the end when they fled, so...
Is that good, Your Honor?
Yeah, that's
Call him to the stand. I bought Slim
What happened
Jims.
to this hostage?
This guy right here. That guy.
This is gonna sound a bit crazy, but we believe he was, abducted,
Yeah.
if
This
you know
guy.
what I mean.
Watch.
Okay, you mean by...
By,
That guy right there. The one next to
like-
Leonard.
the gods, I guess?
I bought Slim Jims and then I gave him one from my backpack. I still have him in my backpack.
Justin McCoy?
Just give me a second.
Yeah, Justin McCoy. I bought stuff from there. Why would I rob the place if I bought stuff from there?
Did he have his weapon drawn at any point?
Okay, does we still have the,
I'm sorry. Did the
I still have the
defendant
Slim
his
Jims
weapon
on
drawn at
me.
any point?
Hell, I might
Yes.
even have the receipt. I don't know.
Did you see what type of weapon it was?
It was a pistol of some sort. I'm not quite sure what kind.
Okay.
Also, she said she identified me by a white suit. I wasn't wearing a white suit while I was there.
What did you discuss when you were talking with her?
At the point when I showed up, there was still a hostage, and we were going to try to do hostage negotiations, but then he just disappeared, and once he disappeared, they decided it was time to go, and they all fled the scene in their smart cars.
Okay, just a moment. I'd like to eat something quick.
Yeah, I gave him a Slim Jim while I was in PD because they're in my backpack. I bought them from the store
I just
clerk.
want to make a note. If anyone is contacting while on the stand, that is illegal, and the trial will be judged as at my discretion.
Wait,
because we had a discrepancy last time in which a witness was texting.
Sorry, wrong.
On the stand.
Your Honor.
Okay. I'll make sure the witnesses comply, Your Honor. So, where were we? Okay, you said that the men in the store attempted to flee?
They did flee.
Did you see... Oh, well, can you explain what happened after that point?
They all ended up leaving the store and running to the group of smart cars, which were parked out in front of the store in various colors, ranging from black, white, red, purple, basically all the colors you could think of, and they all got in a separate smart car and fled, and we continued to chase them to Los Diablos.
Okay, well that was my next question. Was there anyone, the car that you eventually, I better rephrase the question. Were you following the suspect's car throughout the chase?
Not this suspect, no, it was a different suspect.
Do you know of anyone who was, pursuing the suspect's vehicle?
I believe Air 1 was, and that would be Kono.
Your Honor, I would like to submit a statement, written by Mr. Kono Yoko. He is a mute, and if you would like to call him...
It's a girl. Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Miss Kono Yoko. Very bad with gender identity. If you would like to call Mr. Kono Yoko, he will...
Miss. It's a girl. It's a girl.
Miss. Will testify as to the legitimacy of this statement.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Kono.
Miss Kono, if you are in, is she in the courtroom?
Yeah, they're in there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's. Sorry, I couldn't see you with my short-sightedness.
Can Miss Kono Yoko come up and swear under oath that this is her statement?
Please. Before we go into this order, also, yes, never mind, this is fine. Do you swear that this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Miss Kono? Thank you, officer.
Would the defense like to see the statement?
I'll read it aloud if you'd like.
Yes, if you could just read it out loud.
I'll read it out loud.
Okay.
Okay, this statement says... Oh, Your Honor, you would like to?
Yes.
Okay,
I would like to. to read it. You're doing a fine job, Leonard.
Does the defense have any objection as to the submission of this statement?
No, we have no objection.
Okay.
Yet, at least, I suppose.
Yell, please.
Arrived on the scene as first responders. We took an orbit of roughly 250 meters, keeping ourselves stable so that the spotter could keep an eye on them. Josh and Kat arrived there on the scene and prepared to negotiate. After the things were set on the ground, we followed the vehicles in our range above them, choosing to follow the group that split towards the San Cristobal. At that point, someone, I believe Josh, ended up crashing into the red smart car, which has the person we are going to court about. We stayed on the scene until the cop car arrived to arrest him. We then joined back up with the rest of the pursuit, capturing the other 2 drivers.
Objection, that's not true. I crashed into a tree. I didn't crash into a cop car. I crashed into a tree and then the other cop car rolled up on me.
The defense like to object to anything of this statement.
Yo, buddy.
Oh, can I? Am I talk? Do I talk?
You can.
You may defend your own case if you would like to.
No, I don't want to dismiss my lawyer. No.
Don't have. It's not dismissal.
No, you may speak for you.
Oh, I have an objection just based on the fact that that's not true at all. Seeing how I crashed into a tree and that's when an officer rolled up on me.
Whenever, we can dismiss this whenever you go to the stand, and that's when we can actually take that into consideration.
Okay.
But Your Honor, it wouldn't be necessarily dismissed.
Sir, it'll just
be considered.
Your Honor, or Mr. Lincoln, I don't know if I'm allowed to interject here, but just let the record state it was Justin McCoy who apprehended him, not me.
It'd be me, Mr. Shields. I'm also here, goddammit.
Sorry. Sorry,
Miss
Kerman.
What was that? What did
He is a man. He is a man's man, and you will show this man some respect.
You say honor? I heard honor.
Heard Your Honor.
Carmen?
Anyway, sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
he called you a woman, Your Honor.
I'm done questioning the witness if the defense would like to.
Right. You may stand. You may sit. Mr. Tommy, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes. Okay, Ms. Dazzler, when identifying this man, you said you, in front of the court, that you identified him by his suit, correct?
I said by his mask. I never said by his suit.
Okay, so by his mask.
Yeah.
And also you claimed how many all of them had guns, correct?
Yep, they all had guns out.
Okay, thank you. And you said there are also multiple vehicles. Do you know, I'm going to ask the same question, do you know if there are any vehicles of the same colour?
I don't believe there were.
You don't believe there were, okay, wonderful. She said why? Okay, also, I'm going to also ask you, were there any other evidence found other than an eyewitness statement?
No.
Okay, no further questions.
No! The prosecution would not like to
Okay. Alright, so do we have any other witnesses on the prosecution side?
Yes, we do. The prosecution
If you say you're in a hostage situation, you can be prosecuted for that.
Officer Justin McCoy, I should say.
I got you.
Officer Justin McCoy, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, please?
I do, Your Honor.
Alright,
Okay,
you may continue.
Mr.
Proceed.
McCoy, thank you for appearing in court today. Can you please explain to us what you were doing when you arrived at the store?
Alright, yeah, as soon as me and Mr. Shields were arriving at the store, we were going as...
I'm pretty sure I can't object against my own lawyer, guys. Also, he just said that if I would have brought up the kiss, then they could prosecute me for the kidnapping I did earlier, so yeah.
The guy over there, the mask on there, came out as he was the ringleader of them, was speaking to us, and then told us
just
to
a
leave.
moment, please, Mr.
Sure.
McCoy. What were the individuals in the store doing?
They were robbing the store.
How do you know this?
When we walked up, they all had guns out, and the store clerk did look like he was in distress.
Did you see any of their guns?
McCoy, would you please answer one question at a time, please?
Yes. What was that, sir?
Did you see any of them aiming their guns at the store clerk?
No, all their guns were lowered.
Are you able to identify anyone in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you please point out that man for the courtroom?
Just the man over there. The white suit.
Once again, let the court defendant.
Noted.
Did the defendant have his weapon drawn?
It was lowered.
But it was out, right?
Correct.
Did you see what type of weapon it was?
I was not sure what weapon it was out at the time.
I see. What happened after you saw him?
Me and Shields,
All they're
left the area.
saying is
I
that
stopped at the
they have proof that I was
department
there, but they don't have any proof that I actually robbed the place.
And got my own vehicle out while he went back to help Kat negotiate. When I got my vehicle and was ready to go, it looks like they have already fled the scene.
Okay. Did you?
Justin was at the scene. He was in Josh's car.
I did not chase him until I met him towards Morrison Bridge. Then he did crash into a tree.
Did you see him get out of the vehicle?
Did get out of the vehicle? He got out of the vehicle there.
What happened after he got out of the vehicle?
He approached me and said they went that way. They kept going that way to act like I was not pursuing him, I reckon.
Okay. What happened after that?
When I stepped out of the car and asked him to, talk to me. He did draw a weapon. I then tackled him and restrained him.
Did you see what weapon he had drawn at that time?
No.
Okay.
A lot of these officers are saying I drew a weapon, but they can't identify the weapon that I potentially had. I'm just putting it out there.
I put him in my car to get safely back to
like every single one of them has said that.
I could question him.
Yet they can't identify it.
After you began questioning him, did you conduct
the weapon?
Not at that time. I waited until we got to the PD in Lakeside.
Okay. When you conducted a search, what did you find on him?
He had a GSH with about 8 mags, I believe.
There you go.
Was this the weapon that you found on him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let this weapon be submitted as prosecution exhibit A. Exhibit B. Sorry, exhibit A is the statement by Mr. Kono.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Does the defense have any objection to this?
No. Do you have any objection on this?
Excuse me.
Yes.
What were the charges against the
charges were
defendant?
Theft of a business and felony evasion.
Does the defense have any objections to the submission of this weapon?
I had it on my person.
I have an objection.
The purpose of submitting the evidence is to establish that he did in fact have a weapon in the commission of the theft.
Okay, now...
Well, if the defense has no objection, then I guess I'll just go back to questions.
No, we have an objection. We have an objection.
I do have an objection. Each of the witnesses you have questioned have not been able to positively identify which exact weapon it was. Therefore,
what's the objection?
The objection is none of the current witnesses have been able to.
Your Honor, can you hear him?
Sorry, none of the current witnesses have been able to identify exactly what weapon it was. They've either said it was either a GSH-18 or a Beretta M9.
So this GSH, is it a GSH-18? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, is that what this weapon is in front of me?
Yes.
This is for sure the defendant's weapon.
Yes.
Without any reasonable doubt.
Yes, it was obtained from his body.
Okay,
I
was
mean,
this
from his person.
before or after entering the police department?
This was after entering the police department. He was searched, and this weapon was obtained.
Okay, it's noted.
The witnesses have testified that they, or at least Mr. Josh Shields testified that it appeared to be some sort of pistol. He didn't necessarily identify this as the weapon directly. However, it's being admitted to show that the defendant did in fact have a weapon that could have been used in the commission of the crime.
Okay, until this actual evidence came to light, I was not taking Shields' testimony into consideration, dude, as far as the weapon goes. Thank you.
Okay.
Continue.
The prosecution has no more questions for this witness.
Defense like to cross-examine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Slim Jim. Slim Jim.
Okay, Mr. McCoy. You said when you arrived at the scene, correct? They were robbing the store, correct?
Correct.
Now, however, you also said that when you arrived at the scene, the guns were lowered.
Correct.
So, could you explain to me how they were robbing the store if their guns were not currently, aimed at the store clerk?
I mean, just because you're not aiming directly at the store clerk doesn't mean you cannot rob a store. You still have a gun present. I think that's enough.
Okay. Now, can you positively identify that man as the man in the general store at the time, due to the amount of
his
people?
mask. I remember his mask.
His mask. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Also, when you arrested him, can you confirm what vehicle he was driving?
It's a red smart car.
Okay. Can you
Or
confirm
pink.
how many smart cars were at the scene of the crime as well?
Oh,
And,
God.
what color?
About six to seven smart cars.
Order. Please, close the back
And,
door, please. Officers. Control the back door, please. Thank you. They need to go out into the Connex to wait. Heard some tasers going off. Thank you. Continue.
Okay. Now, when the defendant was in your detainment at the back of the department, I was told he gave you a Slim Jim. Is that correct?
Afterwards.
Okay, and so my defendant claims there he still has Slim Jims. Now, as far as I'm aware, I don't understand why my client would rob a store if he had given you a Slim Jim. He's gone to purchase them.
I believe that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant, incompetent, immaterial.
Sustained. Please get to the point, Mr. Quantez. If it does have any relevance to the case, you may continue. Otherwise, drop it. To the point.
Okay, so when arresting the my defendant, how did you apprehend him?
As I stated before, he pulled a gun. I tackled him.
No, how did you did he crash into a tree or?
As I stated before, he crashed into a tree. Yes.
Okay, now, on Your Honor, I'm pretty sure one of the witnesses, I believe Cat Dazzler, claimed he crashed into a police car.
It was Kono, but yes.
Kono, okay. So,
Cat, can you shut the door?
that testimony, obviously conflicts itself since we've got officers saying the
Objection, Your Honor. The counsel is making a conclusion.
Yep,
He's making.
defense,
You are.
Defense has
Excuse
no more
me.
questions, Your Honor. Just bear that in mind.
The prosecution would like to redirect.
Okay.
Mr. McCoy, you said that you saw the suspect get into a reddish smart car?
I didn't see him get into the car, no.
But you found him later in the car.
Correct.
Right? At the scene of the robbery, did you see any other red smart cars?
Not that I've seen. It might have been a pink one. Maybe.
Was there only one?
I'm not for certain.
Okay, the prosecution's done questioning the witness.
Your Honor.
Okay. Yes.
Do I have the ability to question the witness, or is that... Do I have the ability to witness the witness, or is that only my lawyer?
You...
Sorry.
Alright, in my fucking... in my court, I would allow it. Didn't say fucking. But, in my court, I would allow it if, you actually dismissed your lawyer at the time, though.
Oh.
You would not be...
No, I don't want to dismiss my lawyer.
That'd be fair, Mr. Leonard?
Yes, but he doesn't seem interested.
No, I don't want to dismiss my lawyer.
Okay.
So does the defense have any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
I'm done with the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, I'd like to call a witness to the stand, Mr. Thanatos Nick.
First, the prosecution rests its examination. Thank you.
Alright, I need food. Does anybody have food?
Gotta love Lakeside.
Don't feel too hot about this chat room. I don't know. Is he sweating? I can't tell.
Actually, okay. Let me get this food first.
I gave you a Slim Jim that I bought there.
Would the Officer McCoy please come back up to the stand, please?
So curious.
I'm going to allow the defendant to question without dismissing his lawyer.
Okay. If I can ask him questions?
Please. Yes, you may cross-examine.
Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy. You mentioned that you were unsure that there might have been multiple cars of the same color at the scene.
Right, I wasn't looking at the cars. I'd seen a few, but I didn't look at all the colors.
Okay. Yet, did you not mention you were rolling? What was the officer? Who did you roll with at the scene?
Officer Shields.
Okay. Well, previously, your partner there mentioned that he may have seen other cars.
Right.
At the
What's
scene.
that have to do with my eyes and his eyes?
Well,
please answer the questions. Do not question.
Stop questioning me, punk.
Okay. So what's your question?
Well, my question is, are you for sure, without any doubt, that there were not any other cars that matched the same color at the scene?
I'm not for sure that there anything matched.
Okay. My second question is, you claim that I gave you a Slim Jim at PD, correct?
I took it out of your backpack, yeah.
There you go. Now, at any point when you were arresting myself, did you gather any sort of money that I so-called may have stolen from this clerk?
We didn't search you for money. I believe we could do so.
Is that what normally happens, Your Honor?
Please repeat that statement, Mr. McCoy.
I don't believe that we could search you for money on your person.
Wouldn't the...
I'd like to object to this line of questioning, Your Honor. Re-examination is only to discuss subjects brought up during normal examination, direct examination, or cross-examination.
Overruled. Gems were brought up. This is relevant. Continue.
Well, the only thing is, the reason I bring this up is because I gave you a Slim Jim, as you say, yet you did not search me for money or find any money on my person. I mean, Your Honor, would I not, if I robbed a store, would I not have any money? Wouldn't money be found? I'm just putting it out there.
Noted. What's the point?
I gave the man a Slim Jim because I bought it from him.
Okay, can we go back to that store and buy another Slim Jim?
Absolutely.
Noted. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
if we need to. That is all, Your Honor.
As stated before, the prosecution rests. Thank you.
The defense like to bring up any witnesses?
Yes, we would like to call up Thanatos Nix, Your Honor. Mr. Nix, you were present at the scene of the crime, correct?
Yes, sir.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is asking a leading question.
Yes. Sustained.
Yeah, and he has to take the oath.
Yeah, okay.
Would you like to... Excuse me, sir, in the masked mummy. Would you, you agree to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, man, you sound like you've got a woman coming out of you as well. I would keep that mask on, sir. Mr. Quintez, also, please, only relevant questions. And,
of course, Your Honor. Now, as the currently past witnesses have stated, everyone in the store was holding a gun. Can you confirm this?
It's false. There was people that did not have guns.
Can you how many exact people were not holding a firearm?
There was 2.
Okay. And at the scene of the crime, can you confirm how many vehicles there were, of what colour, and...
There was 9.
Okay, and were any of the vehicles the same exact colour?
I do believe there was.
Excuse me, Mr. Mummy, could you please try to suppress the voices in your head?
Possessed. Demon.
You ready to continue the questioning, Mr. Nix?
Yes.
Okay, and were all of these smart cars involved in the crime, or...?
No.
And can we just confirm what car the client was arrested in? Found in?
I'm gonna arrest this guy after he gets out.
Which car of whose?
Okay,
The officers, silence for a second. If you guys are
Your
planning
Honor,
to...
I'd like to object to this whole line of questioning. I feel I've indulged it for too long. First, for this witness to give testimony, it would have to be established that he was, in fact, at the store, which
I
has
was
only
arrested.
been assumed at this point.
I was arrested for it.
I'd also like to bring up this man was given a ticket for his crimes. However, if he was
I was his lawyer, I could confirm that.
Okay. So what colour car was the replica?
Color car was who, man?
What colour car was the replica?
Replicas? There was a replica red and yellows.
Okay, and the defendant was found in a red smart car?
Correct.
Okay. So, were you involved in this affair, Nix?
Yes, sir. I was ticketed.
Okay, wonderful. And were the guns raised or lowered? And were you currently was the store currently being robbed? Is what I'm asking.
The store was being robbed, but not by all participants.
And was any were you or my defendant found to have any money on you at the time of the arrest and search?
No, sir. I never. No.
Okay. No further questions, Ronald.
I'd like to cross-examine. Okay, Mr. Thanatos, what were you doing at the store exactly?
Me? I was robbing the store. I got charged for it.
Oh, so you were robbing the store?
I was charged for robbing the store, yes.
Were you at the store with the mask on?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a weapon drawn?
Did I have a weapon drawn? Yes, sir.
Yes. So, what were you given the ticket for? Robbing the store?
Yes, sir.
And you pled guilty to this charge?
Yes, sir.
So to reiterate, you admitted to robbing the store, formally.
Yes, sir. You can ask my lawyer.
So what is your relationship to the defendant?
My relationship to the defendant?
Yes.
Oh, he was just there at the time.
Was he robbing the store?
There was so many people, I cannot tell you. I mean, I know for sure that there was some people that did not have guns out.
Did he have his gun drawn?
I did not see at the time. I mean, I believe it may have been lowered, but it didn't hear him say anything. Talk to the store clerk.
So, what was he doing exactly?
I thought he was buying probably like beef jerkies or something.
So what happened when the officers arrived on scene?
Well, when the officers arrived on scene, we did have a hostage at that current time. From
By
there,
we, you mean who?
me and my fellow partners.
So you did have partners in the commission of the crime, correct?
Yeah, there was some.
And the defendant just happened to have a mask on, like the rest of you, and a weapon drawn.
Objection.
But he
It's
walked
surgically
around
attached.
Lakeside.
Objection. It's
He walked
surgically
around-
attached.
He walked around Lakeside. I'm sure you could find 20 other people with masks on.
Your Honor, objection.
For what grounds?
The mask that I have, the mask that I had on, it's surgically attached. How would I not have it on?
Excuse me, sir. Can you take your mask off?
Yes, sir.
Please do so.
Your Honor, it hasn't been established that his mask is surgically, how would you say, attached to his face.
Is that the defendant's? It's been established.
That has not been established.
It was established in the police department.
Yeah, the judge saw it himself.
Give it a
I'm
good
sorry,
yank.
But I don't feel it has been established.
Alright. Excuse me. Defendant, will you please bring your identification to the stand, please?
Here you go.
Yeah, I'll just make a copy of it. Continue.
Okay, so just give me a second to deliberate.
Hold on, Mom.
So, did you see what the defendant was doing?
What you're asking is, did I watch him the whole time? No, I didn't. After he
Did
was a
you
threat.
see what he was doing at any point?
Looked like he was buying beef jerkies to me.
I see. And he didn't have a conversation with the police at any point?
And I heard there was exchanges. I mean, there were so many people inside the building at the time. There was even people
But
laying
did the
down.
defendant have a conversation with the police at any time?
I cannot say for sure. There were some people talking. There were so many people talking.
I should remind you that lying under oath is perjury.
Yeah, I was just saying there was a lot of people in there.
Okay.
I think it was packed.
Now, do you know the defendant in any way?
Yes, I met him on the street a couple times.
Do you know his name?
I believe almost half Lakeside does. Yes, because he held such a great thing with the restaurant the other day.
I see. What happened after you robbed the store?
What happened after I wrote? So I got in a smart car and I drove away.
So you got in a smart car? What was the color of this car?
Mine, currently? Mine
Yes.
was black.
Can you please tell us what type of car the defendant was found in?
No, I can't because I didn't see him actually step in. I can only tell you what was been said on this stand.
Alright. Alright, the prosecution's done questioning this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Would the defense like to re-examine?
Would you like to re-examine, please?
No, I'm good.
Okay, no, Your Honor, we are...
For the sake of this process, Zeus, if you would also like to re-examine, you may.
I am good, Your Honor.
Okay. Does the defense have any more further witnesses?
The defense does not have any further witnesses, Your Honor.
Right. The prosecution like to make its closing statements?
Yes, I would, Your Honor. So it has been established that a crime did in fact happen, as a panic button was made by the store clerk. The store clerk had identified or had provided evidence indicating that the defendant, Mr. Zeus Orion, had in fact robbed the store. It has been established that the defendant, along with other men, were at the store at the time of the crime. It has been established that the police on scene saw the defendant. They claim to have negotiated with him, which would completely refute the defense's point. And it is a fact that the crime did in fact happen, the robbery happened. After such...
I'll ask if I can do one as well. Like, you do one, and then I'll ask if I can do one as well.
Please, order. Let the man speak, please. Thank you.
Sorry, it's hard to concentrate with people talking. After such, a chase had commenced. The suspects had fled in separate vehicles. Eventually, one car was taken down. A red smart car, as you would put it. The same type of cars that were identified at the scene. The suspect in the car was wearing a mask along with everyone else at the scene. He was found with a Glock GSH-18, which was similar to the gun seen that he was wearing at the scene of the crime. Based on this evidence, the evidence of the 3 officers, the officer who was in Error 1, and the weapon confiscated, we expect a verdict of guilty.
The defense, please make their closing statements.
Your Honor, may I make a request before my lawyer does a closing statement? How should I put this? I would like my lawyer to make a closing statement, but would it be possible that I also make one on grounds of a bit of a morality? What would the term be?
Your Honor, I do not feel that the defense is entitled to 2 closing statements. It would be an unfair advantage.
I will remove myself from the closing statement. I will allow my client to do it if he wishes.
You guys, is that what you would like to do?
It's your call.
I feel you should do it if you have something to say then. Okay, buddy.
Alright.
I'll allow it, as this is my court. I will allow both on grounds, just to hear. Mr. Leonard, if you would like to make a counter closing statement to these 2 statements to make it fair, that'll be a...
Thank you, Your Honor. That's most gracious.
Go ahead. I'll do mine second. Yeah, I'll do mine second. You go first. You go first. I'll do mine second.
Okay. Your Honor, it has been proven that the general store clerk was also in distress during the time of the robbery. Therefore, I do not feel that the evidence against the eyewitness testimony should be viable. Also, it has been proven.
Yell, sir.
They want you to yell.
Yes, Mr. Mayfield. It has also been proven that the firearm cannot be identified.
Oi, Tommy, doofus, yell.
Precisely. I was yelling. Okay. Would you like me to start that again?
Yes.
Yes, please continue.
Okay. So, in this court today, it has been proven that the general store clerk's eyewitness testimony should, I do not feel, be viable due to being under distress, as confirmed by the prosecution's witnesses. I also feel that they have not been able to sufficiently identify my client at the scene. He's been proven to be.
I don't know. He like knocked something over. That was great.
To the court that he has actually taken part in the robbery. That's all about. That's about what I've got to say, and we expect a verdict of innocent, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I proceed now?
Proceed.
I'd like the audience, as well as the prosecution, the defense, and thy high honorable Judge Kerman, to know that I feel as if I, on multiple times, have proven that I am a good man. On one, you can ask the Mr. Officer McCoy how compliant I was when he did have me in his custody. I also want to point out the fact that while I was in PD, I was able to wiggle out of my cuffs, but I chose not to run because I am a good law-abiding citizen of Lakeside. If I was criminal and if I was guilty, I would, you know, I had multiple occasions where I could have ran out and not even had to go through this. I would just like that to be known. But I would also like it to be known that if a man cannot go into a gas station and buy a Slim Jim and maybe a Mountain Dew without people saying that he was robbing the place, or drive a smart car down the street, or even, you know, have a gun out just to examine it while you're buying a Slim Jim or a Mountain Dew, if you cannot do that within Lakeside, I don't know what the hell this city has come to. I like to believe that we're all free to do and buy Slim Jims and Mountain Dews without being prosecuted for false charges. Thank you, Your Honor, for this time.
I would like to rebuttal.
You may.
First, I would like to point out that regardless of the suspect's behavior, it should have no bearing on whether or not he is guilty. However, if you would like, the prosecution would like to recommend a sentence if a verdict of guilty is found. If you would, Your Honor. That's all. No, that's...
What would be your prosecution?
My recommendation, I won't give that until the verdict is made.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, we'll take a short recess. Need to go over the facts and evidence. And this should only take be back in 5 minutes. I know we've taken a lot of your time today. But whenever you hear the music, cue back in. Thank you.
Yep. The prosecution cannot call the defendant to the stand. It's incompetent.
Probably shouldn't have had the justice system.
Probably shouldn't have had what?
Okay.
I'm a little bit stuttery because I have
sorry.
alcohol, but it's okay. I'm sorry.
It's
We
fine,
should
man.
get out
It's
of it,
fine. Don't even fucking worry about it, man. Don't even worry about it.
I'm fucking tired.
Everything works out.
Hopefully
Everything
we
works
get out
out.
of it, buddy.
Absolutely. Don't worry. We got it in the bag.
Never arrested anybody again. Fuck this shit.
You did a hell of a job, though, and I appreciate you trying.
Thank you. I'm usually, if you've got a civil case, I mean, that's where my expertise are.
Gotcha.
Usually used to being the prosecution rather than the defense.
Gotcha. Well, you did good, in my opinion. No matter how this turns out, you did good.
Thank you very much. Mention it's like half past 10 in the morning and I've had no sleep, so...
Dude, this fucking court case has taken like 2 hours.
I know, right?
I think everyone's a little ready for it to be over.
Well, it's all like experience.
No way, this was not an hour. No way, dude. It's been the server's been up for like almost 2 hours, and like this entire server session has been me going through like processing, courtroom. Like it's been like a 2-hour process, man.
What's up, man?
It's been a wild ride to watch since the robbery, right, dude?
Yeah. Steering it up.
I don't know, guys. Like, I know we've been here for a while. I think you guys are enjoying the shit out of it. I don't know. No matter what happens, I mean, like, it's been great roleplay. So, what can you do? Like, I hope you guys are just enjoying it, because I'm enjoying it. I've been having a blast this entire time. I don't understand how the rest got let off with a ticket, and you're looking at jail time, because supposedly I'm the ringleader. I'm the big boy. I'm the big boss. They got to go for the head figure, you know?
I think that's an excellent idea, yeah. I'm thinking of myself.
If we win this one, though, it's going to be the great Slim Jim defense of 2015, though. I'm just putting it out like that.
Slow it a bit.
Don't worry, Coolio. No worries.
Oh yeah, the basic.
Hi.
Basic stand. Court, right?
What? What?
That's something people like to go to.
Oh, shit! I didn't even notice he died! What? Medic! Medic! Help! Help! Medic! Oh! Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh! Why?
We have a problem, cat.
What? Oh, he's awake, thank God! Holy shit.
To go home.
I just walked
I knew
those
beers wasn't gonna help. Oh my god.
The fuck is this?
He's drinking on the job.
Drinking
on the job.
I feel like I've got head
You've been drinking on the job? I've been sitting around here undercover. I'm undercover Chief Justice. I just got back from WrestleCon 96.
Shut up.
Shut up, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Shut up, bro.
Oh yeah!
Everyone, court is reconvening. Court is reconvening in half a minute.
Hey, look, Josh, you can do the Hulk Hogan.
So 30 seconds. You could have just said 30 seconds.
30 seconds, let's go.
Let me out of here!
You got 30 seconds to get out there.
The hooker's in here, let me out of here!
Who the fuck is touching me?
What happened?
Thank
I
God.
need a medic. I'm gonna die.
You want one less lap dance?
Oh my God, please just let me out of here. The hooker smells weird.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Dying.
Drinking on the job.
Yo, this lawyer's drunk.
I could have ran right there, dude. I could have fucking ran! Fuck me! What am I doing? I could have ran! Shit! I'm an idiot!
Every time someone opens their backpack, you get the seize option. You can seize them right out.
Your Honor, I do apologize.
Steal my seat. It's fucking steal my seat next to Josh.
Excuse me, I know first aid.
Sir, are you okay?
I mean,
Your Honor, I do apologize if I clap.
talk about that later.
During the verdict, I'm a little bit injured.
Gonna be alright?
No, I'm gonna fall over again. Watch.
Don't worry, I know I'm a doctor, kinda.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
That's the Chief of Justice when you need him.
Drinking on the job. Right here.
What are you talking about?
That man.
Don't worry, I got that Dora the Explorer band-aid.
Up in my disguise.
Oh shit, it's Curtis.
Oh my God, it was Curtis all along.
It's Curtis.
We're trying to talk, man. We guys. Had you all fooled. It's a swerve. It's a big swerve. Still a huge Macho Man Randy Savage fan, though.
Mr. Shields, can you please...
I will close the doors because the cops here are incompetent and they're not doing their job.
Pardon me?
The criminal justice system.
I was asking
The people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
Quiet.
These are their stories.
I've reached a verdict.
Your Honor, can we wait? My lawyer's outside.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm better now. It's okay.
Sorry, he's a diabetic.
Ready now?
These are their stories.
Absolutely.
Okay. Due to the prosecution's groundbreaking evidence, a license was not presented by prosecution illegally or otherwise. Therefore, I was had to throw that evidence out of the basket. Panic button was indeed pushed, but it was never established exactly who or what caused this, even though the shop owner may have identified one of these clowns, quote unquote. It was never established that it was actually the prosecuted. Yoko and McCoy's discrepancies of their testimonies make me question whether there might have been police negligence to have a actual ride-along with McCoy, in which I'm not sure of the SOPs of that because they're not released to the public, but I would like to after this case for confirmation. So I'm not sure if police protocol was being met. Shields' discrepancy on his hesitant testimony made me uneasy. There are multiple smart cars in Lakeside. I'm not sure of how many. I never got a quantifiable number of who owns what, if there was a license plate on the car that was detained. Also, Zeus's argument of buying the Slim Jim, if I were to go in a store to buy, you know, anything, and then I was pulled over by an officer and gave him the money that the change that I'd spent with, I mean, why would I rob a store? So, due to all of these, the proof of burden was indeed on the prosecution, and due to the discrepancies between the three testimonies of the officers, they're all leading in the same direction. I'm going to verdict is innocent with 20 minutes of community service on the defense.
Mother of God. Mother of God. Innocent. Mother of God. Yes. 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 Yes.
You still gotta go with probation, so let's go.
That's fine. Probation. I want to talk to the judge. I want to talk to the judge before you send me on probation. So keep the finger away from me.
The finger in your pants, sir. Come on.
What is that?
What was
Thank you.
I didn't hear the judge.
Yeah, what was the verdict again? It was kind of hard to hear you.
20 minutes of community service to be served in
20 minutes of community service, but that doesn't mean probation. That just means 20 minutes of community service in which you ever see fit.
Like, teach a class of,
Absolutely.
preschoolers or kindergartners. Maybe go down to the playground, to the basketball
really
courts, and help some kids on their game.
Obviously.
Yo, can you teach me how to ride a bike?
Should we join in?
Is that community service?
I can teach you how to ride a bike. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Thank you very much.
Doing justice, man.
I feel we should join.
There's too many
We
discrepancies.
should join Mr. Zeus around.
Remember, boys, this is the day you almost got Zeus Orion.
Although I gotta say,
He was gonna go in for 20 minutes.
Party at the Tiki Bar. I'll have you guys know this was the day you almost caught Zeus Orion. Have a good one.
Zeus, come here.